Welcome back. Thank you for staying with us. This is Nedbank Business Watch. This is the final segment of the program. We are now joined by Treasury Dealer at Nedbank Eswatini, Nozibusiso Tembe. I want to take a look at financial markets today, especially because elections are ongoing in South Africa. Nozibusiso, thank you for joining us this afternoon. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm great. So what data can we expect to affect the markets today? In fact, the whole week, because as I've just mentioned, elections are ongoing in South Africa.
Okay, so in terms of currencies, what we're expecting or anticipating for the next few weeks is the local elections. So South Africans are voting today. They're holding the 2024 general elections. So we expect that the market will react to that once we start seeing results of that. So at the moment, the US dollar against the SZL is trading at 18.2599. The euro against the SZL is trading at 19.8100, and the pound against the SZL is trading at 23.2833. Another thing we're expecting tomorrow is an interest rate decision from the SARB, but really the expectation there is that the interest rates will remain unchanged.
Okay, so we can expect changes, yes, until the whole week in
Probably the whole week going
because
into,
today's a holiday.
Yes.
Okay, so
Today they're voting, so probably the whole week going into next week, we can start seeing changes.
Okay, so I see the dollar can still is still at 18 Amalai the whole week, in fact, since Monday. What does that mean?
So
is that good news?
I mean, it's good news depending on what you're doing. If you are importing, then this is a really good time to import because the rate is quite low. I think we've seen the dollar or the rand hold quite steady over the past few days with really marginal strengthening. So if you have something to import, this is probably a good time for that.
Good time. All right, so let's get into commodities. I want us to talk about gold price this week. In fact, this afternoon. How is it trading?
So at the moment, gold is currently trading at $2,344.52 per ounce. And on the gold side, we saw the price of gold decrease quite a bit last week after the US Fed released its latest meeting minutes. And in the minutes, it indicated that the Fed officials seemed to feel like there is still faith in disinflation despite market doubts, and also the minutes revealed that there was a discussion about interest rate hikes.
All right, so I'm sorry to interrupt you, Nozi. We just need to take a quick ad break. Sabu much.
Transact with Nedbank and stand a chance to win a 5,000 mlangeni trolley dash. To qualify, do any of the following. Tap or swipe your Nedbank card for purchases a minimum number of 10 times in 2 weeks. Or send cash to any local cell phone number a minimum number of 5 times in 2 weeks. Or withdraw cash using Nedbank cashback at till at any OK Foods outlet a minimum number of 5 times in 2 weeks. It could be you, so start today. For more information, please visit nedbank.co.nz, call or send us an email. See money differently. Nedbank.
All right, welcome back. Apologies for that, Nozi. Before we were interrupted by this technical error, you were still explaining on gold price today.
Yes, so in terms of gold, it's currently trading at $2,344.52 per ounce. And we saw gold lose its value a little bit last week after the meeting minutes from a Fed meeting were released, indicating that the Fed officials have faith that have faith in disinflation despite market doubts. And also, there was also a discussion about potential interest rate hikes. On the Brent crude side, Brent crude has held quite steady over the past couple of days. We'll see what happens after an OPEC meeting, which will be held on the 2nd of June, where they'll be discussing whether they should continue to hold or to implement the voluntary output cuts that they currently have going on.
In the interest of time, let's move on to equities. As we will see, the S&P 500, how is it trading today? How is it performing?
So the S&P 500 has been performing very well since the beginning of the year, mainly driven by tech companies such as Nvidia, Apple, Microsoft. FTSE 100 saw a bit of a decline due to increasing US bond yields. And on the JSE All Share Index, yesterday closed at 78,576.14. And it's seen a gradual decrease after an over 1 year high last week. So hopefully we'll see what happens after elections.
Okay, so I guess we'll monitor the figures as elections are ongoing in South Africa. Quite
Yes.
interesting.
Yes.
So we can expect changes in data foreign exchange this week.
That
All
should be interesting
All
to
right.
see.
Thank you so much, Nozi, for joining us. It's 2 minutes before 3 o'clock. We close the program with Eswatini.